Designs. My name's Teresa. I'm the owner and designer here at Perfectly Imperfect Designs. And today I'm going to make a St. Patrick's Day wreath. So if you have any questions, just ask me and I will try to answer the best I can. So let's get started. Okay. This is the sign I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using this 2.5 inch ribbon of St. Patrick's Day ribbon. Shamrocks and hats, and the sign matches the hats on the ribbon. I'm going to be using this glittery black ribbon along with this green. And you guys, I had this gold because when I think of St. Patrick's Day, I think of like pots of gold and shamrocks and stuff like that. So I don't know if I'm going to throw this in. I might. I'm not quite sure yet. I just have to wait till I get to that point, and then maybe I can put it in every other one or every third one. You guys let me know what you think. Okay, I've been doing the woodland ruffle a lot lately, so tonight I'm going to do just the ordinary ruffle. Okay, I just fold this under. Try to go up in the middle of my mesh the best I can. And hopefully my supply list did show up in the description. And or my sizes and everything of the materials I'm using for this design. So I have green. I need to show you the mesh. I have green, black with white border stripe, and white with or black with white border stripe, white with black. And I have these I can't even speak tonight. I have these rolls of mesh open, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to use what I have left because there's no sense in wasting it. So that's what I'm doing. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to do, I won't be able to do every other one, but I'm thinking to start out, I think I'm going to do every third one. I'm going to throw a white in. So we'll just see where this takes us. Say hi when you come in and tell me where you're from. Big shiny smile. So yeah, I'm just doing the ruffle tonight because I was like, I wanted something different. I've been hooked up on the woodland ruffle for the past few times. Hi Linda, how are you? Oh, you're back on to join me. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. I think I'll do another black. Like I said, my mesh is cut to 20 inches. And I'm only using a 12-inch wreath frame, which I use 12-inch wreath frames quite a bit, and they come out really full and nice. So this would be the perfect size wreath for like an apartment door or a hospital, a nursing home, something like that. I mean, it ends up being pretty full, as in thick, but not so big around. And hopefully you guys can see good enough. Okay. And how I put the pipe cleaners on this frame was I put 8 on the bottom, or 8 on the outside, and 6 on the top. So I have a total of, what's that hook to? I have a total of 14 pipe cleaners on the whole thing. I put the pipe cleaners, I have 8 on the outside of my ring, 8 out here, and then I have 6 on the inside. Instead of the top and the bottom, since this is a flat frame, I just put 8 on the outer ring and 6 on the inner ring, and that gives me a total, of course, of 14 pipe cleaners. When it comes to wreaths, I'm all in. Green. I'll do white again. Yeah, it is easier to do the, it's way easier to do the work wreaths. And it is somewhat a financial thing. But also, where I live, everybody's got like screen doors, and you can't really make a work wreath, you know what I'm saying, a work wreath thin enough. At least I have had a hard time doing it. Because once I get on a work wreath form, I'm all about poofy, puffy, big, everything. You know, I love to make big wreaths. If you're on, come in and say hi and tell me where you're from. My name's Teresa with Perfectly Imperfect Designs. And we're making a St. Patrick's Day wreath. And what I tried to do was use up my leftover mesh. So I'm doing a pretty good job of that. I have 6 pipe cleaners on the inside, 8 on the outside. This is my sign, if you weren't here. And I also have ribbon that matches it. So this, like I said, would be the perfect size wreath for an apartment door or hospital room, nursing home, or anywhere in your house where you just want a wreath. Now this one, I do believe we're going to be able to fit this between a screen door and a house door when I get finished. Get one there now. Okay, now I'll do a white one here. These are curly pieces. These are the pieces that were closer to the roll. Okay, last one on the outside. Okay, now back to, we're going to move on into the inside. Yeah, this is going to be one of the tiniest wreaths that I make. But I do use 12-inch wreath forms. There's just not a whole lot on this. And St. Patrick's Day wreaths are not big sellers. I mean, they've never been for me anyway. A lot of people just don't even celebrate St. Patrick's Day at all, so. Switch up to green now. I love this color green. And I guess I didn't use a whole lot of green during Christmas, the green mesh, because today when I was cutting it, it just looked very pretty to me. And I was like trying to think of all my Christmas trees. And then it dawned on me that I hadn't used this color. I mean, I probably did in a ruffle here or there, but not as a whole base or, you know, curls, rolls, whatever you want to call them. And you know me, if I get one that's not even, I have to take it back out. And I'm not really a stickler when it comes to everything being perfect and stuff like that. But if I can take it out and fix it and make it right, then I'm going to do it. I've been cleaning my craft room like usual. I clean it. It stays that way for about 30 minutes. But if I didn't do that, oh my gosh, I don't even know how it would be. It'd be terrible. Okay, now another green. Then we're going to end our ruffles on a green and a white. So I think that's going to work out pretty good. This is black, so I'm going to put the... Did I skip one? I sure did. Green's going in here. Skipped one in the middle. I had a really good time when I was on the other night. Oh, you're getting ready for the craft show? You're working on your first wreath tonight? Good for you. I know, you told me that. I know you're going to do great. You will. Hi, Kylene. Thanks for coming back and joining me. Is it Kylene or Kylin? Hi, Connie. How are you? Well, guys, it was easy as that with the mesh. Like I said, I got 8 on the outside, 6 on the end. Hello from Pennsylvania. You're working on a square burlap wreath. That is really neat. I've got a square frame that I got from the Dollar Tree. I've been trying to figure out what I was going to make with it. Are you doing the pull-through method? I love the way it looks, but it is not my favorite thing to do. It's just really challenging. And really, I don't even think it's challenging. It's just tedious, maybe. I don't know. But I do have a square frame, and I was wondering what to do with it. I wish you could show it to me. Okay, this one right here is crooked. No, it's not. It's not too bad. So I'm going to try to go live a few times this weekend. Just spontaneously get on here. So the first way you said Kylene. Okay. That's a pretty name. Like I said, this wreath is on the smaller side. Show you guys the bow. Here's the bow. Hopefully that's down far enough. There's the bow. And here's the sign again. Oops, I'm all hooked up on my mesh. The bow, the sign, and then these 2 ribbons, the 1.5 and the 2.5 that matches the sign. The hat does. Well, I guess the shamrock does too, but I thought this was really neat. I've been calling Mr. Shady since he's got on shades. So where you live, have people been able to do craft shows? I know you said you are, Linda. Okay, look, I have this gold mesh. Now, when I think of this gold ribbon, when I think of St. Patrick's Day, I always think of a pot of gold. So I didn't know if maybe I added this in to like every, maybe 3rd one. If that would look okay. Or should I just leave it out? Because I do have this sparkle ribbon here. I have this that's going on here. And then I'm going to pair this up with just the green. And then these 2 together. But I just don't know how I feel. Yeah, no craft shows since Christmas. We haven't had a craft show here in Indiana probably since last April. None at all. That makes it hard on us. We'll get through, you guys. It's just different than anything we've ever known. Let me know what you think about the gold mesh. You love the black and green. I do too. I mean, the gold ribbon. I don't know. Let's get started, and then maybe I can throw one in, and then we'll look at it then and see how it looks. Hang my bow up, or it's going to get hooked on everything. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Did you get your tulip wreath done, Kylie? Kylene? Weren't you making the tulip wreath? You do like the gold, Linda? So you have more craft shows in March? That would be so nice. Okay, I'm going to start going around on the bottom. Like I said, this is like on the smaller scale. So, you know, it's good for apartment doors, places like that, hospital rooms, or anywhere you choose to hang it, really. Like I said, I got the gold because it reminds me of a pot of gold. And the leprechauns and St. Patrick's Day. At least, I think I'm thinking right. All the time. Well, that's where my YouTube channel is. It's just Perfectly Imperfect Designs over there. I just think this gold ribbon doesn't want to go in here because I keep forgetting. I love sparkles. I don't really decorate my house with shiny things. I like more neutral colors. I live in northern Indiana. I live in Monticello, Indiana. I moved here from the south side of Indianapolis. We moved up here to take care of my husband's parents. And when they passed, we just decided to stay here and raise our grandchildren. Because we lost our oldest daughter 9 years ago, so I adopted 2 of her children. Looks like several Hoosiers online. Yes. Yep, Linda used to live here too in Indiana, but she moved to Colorado. You have family in Madison. I'm not sure exactly where that's at. But you're talking to a girl that couldn't even get off the south side of the city and know where I was at. I mean, I didn't even know my way around any other side of town. And I guess it was just because I didn't have any reason to go there. Alright, moving on to the inside. Yeah, I think this gold really pops in here. I do need to get out and see the world. Tell me about it. Right now, where I live, and I'm not exaggerating, I live in Mayberry. Exactly how I feel. Moving here from a great big city, it's like Mayberry. And when we first moved here and signed our grandson up for school, the principal, we went in and had a meeting with him, and he told me, well, he's going to be walking. He'll be walking to school. And I looked at him like, I said, what? And I was absolutely against it. I was like, nope, he's not walking. There's no way. You know, because I didn't know anything about anywhere besides Indianapolis. And he was like, well, you're going to have to learn to deal with this. It's all different. You'll be okay. So the first day he went to school, he rode his bicycle because there was a sidewalk all the way to the school. And I followed him down the sidewalk in the car. Oh, when I think about it now, it's funny. You live 8 miles from the coast? Oh my goodness, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I live on a lake, but that they're just now putting water back into. I live on a lake called Lake Freeman. And it is a really pretty big lake. But back 2 weeks before Labor Day, they started draining our lake to save the mussels. Because the mussels are endangered, and we had to save the mussels. Well, they didn't give anybody warning, nothing. It was terrible. Everybody's boats are hanging up in midair. And it was just, I didn't understand it for the life of me. All over the mussels. So apparently they've been saved because they're putting water back in it. So it wasn't fun for anybody except for the mussels. But now that I'm getting older, I mean, because when I was younger, me and my husband would come up here and just have so much fun. Out in the boat, getting crazy and doing stuff. And now it's like, it's just like a lazy little place where there's not crime. And when you move from somewhere like Indianapolis, that is a definite plus. Because I wouldn't, we raised 5 kids there. I wouldn't raise another one. I brought the grandkids here. But my oldest grandson, he's going to be 23 next month. And I do have a grandson younger than Gabe, the one that I'm always talking about. Not that I raised, but I do have a grandson. Okay, I have 1 green and black left. And gold, since I'm throwing some gold in here. Because I want it to be the lucky leprechaun with his pot of gold. I'm so glad you guys came back and joined me tonight. And be watching for me this weekend. I'm just going to spontaneously get on. Because I am so ready to start Easter. The other night was my last Valentine's Day wreath when you guys are on. And I just got on for it because I felt like it that night too. Alright. Now, let me curl down my pipe cleaners before I put the bow on. Here's my pencil. I just like to curl these down. And just in case I decide to put something else in them, you never know. And I think they look really cute curled. Yes, I will. I'll have replay. If you go over to YouTube, though, after tomorrow, you know, to look for me or whatever, you'll see the edited version of this. Which I won't have a lot of editing to do to this because there's just not. YouTube doesn't really like really long videos. But my replay will be on Facebook, this exact one. I've got quite a big lag going on right now. So, I'll go ahead and get my sign ready. Now the sign I'm working with right now is a 6x8. I only have this sign in a 9x7. glue on the back of it. I have to put E6000 on my signs and then put these tabs on them like early in the morning of the day of my live. Or I could use my metal hole punch. But I just think it looks nicer without the holes in the sign. And I do not like to work with wire. You're not sure about the bow tie? I know, I'm kind of thinking that the regular bow looks better. Like this at the bottom, this at the top. Let me hold it up for a second. Yes, I like it like this. So I'm going to turn it around. So this is towards me. Now you guys are looking at it right side up. Let's see how I'm going to... Thank you. I'll have to fluff all that back up. Alright, there's the sign. Now for the bow. This is the littlest wreath you guys will ever see me make. I think it'll look cute on my door. Because I don't have a St. Patrick's Day wreath. And even if I did, I'd still want to make a new one. If you make wreaths, you can understand that. It's just like the new ribbon that comes out. You have tons of ribbon, but it's not the same as the new one. It'll work. It serves its purpose for my wreath on the back door. The frame is a 12-inch wreath frame. I think I'm going to do a couple of everyday welcome wreaths. And then I'm going to do Easter. So... I need to trim up my tails. Alright, cut this one. That's way too big. I'm going to curl my small ones. Have you guys made St. Patrick's Day wreaths? Alright, I'm going to try to curl these up. Okay. I'm done trying to get it to mind. Since all this stuff's been going on, I pretty much live in my pajamas. I'm glad that you're learning. Very good. That's the whole purpose of me being on here. It's really hard for me to, make a spectacular outcome of this little wreath. But it looks okay. It's just a little bit tiny. Well, you guys, this is about it. I'm going to hold it up. And I always put a pipe or a zip tie on the back for a hanger. I like to use the zip ties rather than the pipe cleaner for the hanger. But yeah, you guys check in this weekend, or you'll see me if you get notifications. And you're probably already following my page, because like I said, they're going to take our like button away. So unless people follow me, they won't see me. It would take me some time to get a following, and I knew that. I mean, I was really excited to see if you guys would really come on tonight. So I'm glad you did. Okay, I'm going to put the camera up. And here we go. It's cute. It's compact, but it's still very cute, I think. So there we go. There we have it. Again, my name is Teresa with Perfectly Imperfect Designs. If you're watching the replay of this video on Facebook, thank you. Please follow my page so you can see upcoming times of when I'll be live. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. And I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe. Have a great day and have a great weekend, you guys. Yes. I'll see you this weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.